How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Carrison here, and it's time to start Season 6 of The Vampire Diaries. I'm excited to get into this and see what will unfold during the course of this season. I know there have been quite a few people who are particularly excited for me to go through this season. So, that fills me with a bit of confidence, since I do have faith in the people who have, of course, watched this show already and, know what are the good eggs and the bad eggs of a show, I guess, in terms of a season. So, yeah. There were some good bits and stories that unfolded with season 5. Some that kind of fell off a little bit, but there's no denying that I feel like season 5 concluded with a banger of an episode. Yeah, it fell flat, I guess. Anyways, no, I really excited. I'm really excited to see, certain people return. I mean, Enzo, he was only, he wasn't really even absent for any episode. He just wasn't, I guess, alive for a few episodes. So, but he was still there even after death. So, yeah. But Alaric's back. It's been a while, but Alaric is back, and I'm so happy because I really loved Alaric. I'm still hurting over Lexi. I understand the sentiment and, why Lexi couldn't come back, etc. There's no denying that, but at the same time, my hurt is still valid. It still hurts. Like, I understand, but it doesn't make the pain any easier, does it? So... I mean, it was a really great finale, but like I said, I am really excited to see what this season has on offer. So why don't we start this season? It is season 6 of The Vampire Diaries. Let's go.
How was that?
I have no idea.
Go out there and check it out.
You go out there and check it out.
Oh wow, you're brave. You're real brave, bud.
Hey, I got the lantern.
Oh, I was gonna say, was that Sheriff Bob's just with the hair?
I thought you were a serial killer.
Worse, actually, because you'll still be alive when I call your parents.
You will wish you were dead.
Jesse, don't do it. It's gonna be okay. If you get help.
I mean, I'm sure that was a vampire, but I don't want to assume it's one of our regulars.
Summer is the arteries of the lungs, which is what we look for in a pulmonary embolism, a condition in which Mr. Weatherly's symptoms are common.
Good. Someone's right ahead. Remember that. You'll need that in 3 years. Here's the bedpan you need to know about today.
Oh, come on.
Moving on.
I mean, you picked on her and she aced with 5 colours.
I was impressed.
All right, I had some on the way over. This will never not be weird.
I'm so happy.
What? Did some ancient witch turn me into a vampire, or that 4 months ago I rose from the dead?
That you're my college professor.
The normal thing.
Which is beyond freaky.
Oh.
Actually, let's not talk about my brother.
Oh.
Let's talk about Stefan. Last I heard, he was chasing some lead to some wit.
Caroline, you're coming.
Tyler, don't act like you have any ground to stand on. You skipped an entire year.
And you hounded me for an entire year. So here I am. Now get
Die!
I'm picking you up at 6 p.m. sharp.
I'm pissed off with the season already. That prick dead. It hasn't even died.
Barely cried for him. She was a full-on wreck over Bonnie for months.
I mean, grief can
Every
affect
time I
us in
mention
different
Damon,
ways,
it's like nothing ever
Caroline.
happened.
Caroline, Elena has experienced more grief than anyone I've ever met. You should cut her some slack.
Plus, you gotta think about the fact that, grief can affect us in different ways. It can also become so numbing as well. As Sheriff Forbes said, she's experienced so much pain.
Hey, don't Don't forget your basket.
You can't! No! Caroline. Oof. Force of habit, I
She
guess.
doesn't want to let go. How was yours?
Can we go back to the
What?
part where Rick came back to life to be a college professor?
What? I mean, how? Where's Bonnie? What? How? I've got questions, but... Alright!
In a spiritual sense.
Lady, you know I can smell that, right?
It's so distracting.
Kids who all look like blood sausages to me. Now put that away.
It's so distracting.
I don't know. I was just wondering if maybe you could, like, I don't know, add something to the next batch?
Yeah, or maybe there shouldn't be an next batch.
What do you mean? Luke, it was your idea that I see him again, remember?
There we go.
You were all, hey, Elena, I'm sorry that I wronged you. I'm sorry that I'm the reason your boyfriend is dead, remember?
And I am. I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Clear.
Huh? You know, quit? Run off to wherever the hell you came from?
They're gonna compel him. Ooh, he
That's
was
what I
tempted.
He's okay.
How often do you talk to him?
Hello?
A couple times a week.
Hello?
Huh.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here, Caroline. Is something bothering you?
Oh, we're really pushing Sterling
He
so
didn't
much.
say goodbye. Calls.
Or maybe he just doesn't want to bother you with every half-lead that goes nowhere.
No, or maybe I just need to get
Oh.
over it. Thanks for the books.
It was stripped away from me. Like, if there was one thing we need to learn from the last episode, hope can be stripped away so painfully. What's that in reference to? Losing Lexi.
You have skills. Use them.
No more magic means I'm not a hunter anymore.
He's retired. Oh.
Yeah, you're right, Jer. You're not much of anything anymore.
It's sad that Jeremy's in
Hey,
this
you're
state.
home.
Lena, stop.
Where is it?
Look at you.
Where is it? I need to see Damon, Luke. And I'm not asking.
Yeah, she is cracking, that's the problem.
I mean, can't Luke whip up a batch of herbs and Bonnie flavor?
Yeah,
You know,
exactly
if
what I
have to
was
drive
saying.
around with everyone that I've lost, I need a school bus.
Or you just know that Bonnie would agree with Luke. The last thing you want to do is conjure up someone.
The football team. I get to kick ass in a controlled environment. Until
It's all about moderation.
Stupid and trigger your werewolf curse all over again.
Alert. Chill. It's under control.
That's it though, like Tyler's back to square one, isn't he?
You want to grab dinner? There's that crab shack on the harbor you want to check out.
Yeah.
Poor Caroline.
I told Dean I'd stop by the garage later.
Yep. Never heard that one before.
Hey, look, no offense, Ivy, but
Ivy.
Now tell me something I don't know about you.
He's a
I'm a
doppelganger.
vampire.
He really said that.
You're so annoying.
He really said the truth. Because that's it though. She's not going to believe this shit. So you may as well just be like, yeah, I'm a vampire.
Not that it's not a thing.
No!
Actually, I'm a germaphobe.
A germaphobe? So you're like the vegetarian of cool people.
Yeah.
And then I started second guessing myself.
Easy. This is when you.
It was Elena in the beginning.
Oh my god!
Uh-oh!
Caroline, it's not how...
And she's gone. Ah, shit.
To bring Damon and Bonnie back. We're all getting through it. This is me getting through it.
That's it though, she's...
No, but you're not getting through it, Elena. You're just pressing
She's
pause.
convinced, yeah.
Look, I'll call my
It's
mom
just
and
an
she can fix all
unhealthy
this. But you need to get out of
situation.
here.
To the hospital now.
No, you're not listening.
Hey.
Yeah, what are you doing? We need to talk to her.
We'll get a statement as soon as she's been treated.
You didn't even ask her what happened.
All due respect, Trip. You run a volunteer community program. I'm the sheriff. Let me do my job. Go!
Roast his ass. Oh, I feel like Trip's gonna be a bigger character than he is like, yeah, he's gonna be a problem.
Without him.
I can't.
I mean, this is really, really rough.
Gave up.
Oh.
You just said that you were looking for him.
I did. And then I realized it was pointless and that I needed to move on with my life, so I stopped.
What do you mean you stopped?
This is really going to push
And then I
Elena
said goodbye,
over the edge a bit further.
I moved on.
Because I've been attacked like that more times than I can count. I've had my throat ripped open, my neck
He's
snapped,
been through
my
it all.
hands
He's
smashed,
died.
I'm drowned. I've died and come back to life.
He's
I've lost what
done
little
everything.
family I
He's
had,
crossed
and
it
I refuse
all
to lose anyone
off the
else.
list.
Can't chant. You stay away from Elena, or you're gonna have a problem your magic wand can't fix.
You got it under control, huh? Huh?
Oh. Look, that prick deserves it.
For what?
For saving Stefan and bringing back Lark and Tyler.
Being the hero.
Thank you. This is the last time I'm gonna see you.
I doubt it, but not that she's gonna fall back or whatever, but Damon's definitely coming back.
My head, just don't do this, please.
You're gonna feel it forever.
No!
Oh no, oh no. It just breaks my heart with how alone she is and how, yeah, she's just struggling to hold on.
Give me that look and walk away?
What would you like me to do, Tyler?
Oh shit. Boom. Boom. Ah! And she gave that look and walked away.
There's an invisible wall standing between us and them, and nobody's doing anything about it.
We're just on a stance.
Part of me wonders if they hope we're not going to give up on us.
I mean, he's just so desolate and defeated and whatnot. Oh, is he just going to be hearing that and then... Oh no, maybe not.
I hate everything about being a vampire.
Me too.
It's not a gift, is it?
At least, I did. And one day I discovered the good part. The promise that love could be eternal.
And then,
I
yeah,
had
she
that
found
idea.
hope and then she lost it.
We're created by the original vampire spell, which means you can compel other vampires.
No!
And since I can't separate my vampirism,
Take away the memory of Damon. No! Oh, shit.
I want you to compel me to forget that I ever loved him.
Every day I tell you I hate that.
And every day I do it anyway.
Ah!
Bon appetit.
Oh! So... They're both alive! Ish! I don't know! They're just enjoying life, it seems, so... They're just chilling. And, Damon's getup is great. Look, I love the red flannel, so, yeah. Anyways, yeah, they're just... Yeah, this whole white light... They're in heaven. They are in heaven. They're just enjoying pancakes, chilling. Hakuna Matata. Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming there's something more, but yeah, they're just chilling. They are just vibing. They are just vibing for the time being. So I'm not going to inflict any more misery upon this episode by just assuming the worst is beyond this little cabin that they're sharing. So yeah. I mean, to be fair, it is a sad situation to see how everyone is dealing. But I think Elena obviously takes the cake, doesn't it? Because of, I mean, it's just painful with the fact that she's resorting to forgetting about Damon to take everything away. So, yeah, but it's just, it was just really, really sad to just see her, you know, take these herbs, take these drugs to try and cope, to try and deal, to try and make things a bit easier because she doesn't want to say goodbye. Just hurts. It is so sad as well that not only was she just allowing this, because that's it though, she's not gonna care if Damon is a hallucination or not, but it just takes her mind off the inevitability of saying goodbye. But it's also really, really crushing that she's now asked Alaric to forget Damon. And well, not Damon necessarily. I think it's more so just that she ever, because she even said that she ever loved Damon. So I mean, to be fair, you could just get rid of that whole existence and all of that, just to make things a bit more easier. But like I said, it's just going to be it's just heartbreaking because of the fact that when we do get the inevitable Damon return, Damon's going to be like, oh, you know, up in arms and all of that, and Elena's going to be like, yeah. So, and it is just really, really heartbreaking stuff. That, well, Elena's gone to that measure in regards to being able to move forward with her life, really. So yeah, I mean, we have seen an original being able to compel a vampire in regards to forgetting something. Obviously, Klaus with Stefan way back in season 3, and the fact that he can undo that if he wants to, as he did. So Alaric is obviously going to undo all of that at some point, but I'm just, like I said, when it comes to Damon finding some way to break out of wherever he and Bonnie are at, yeah, I mean, it's just going to be a bit sweet, isn't it? Because Elena's not going to be able to remember the love until Alaric does switch on the emotions. Well, I would say switch on the emotions or whatever, but switches on the memories. That's a completely different matter in terms of, you know, losing that humanity, etc. But we've already done that dance before in terms of when Jeremy died and Elena switched off that humanity and just, yeah, that really pushed things when it came to Elena to not be able to remember, to not be able to go through with the grief, right? So, but like I said, we've done that dance, and this is a bit more, or I'd say this is a bit more grounded, oddly enough, in terms of humanity, in a sense, when it comes to how Elena is, you know, kind of dealing, in a sense, like I said, because I mean, she's not switching off humanity, but she is resorting to substances to, you know, and it's just really, really sad. It's not something that you want a person to go through. So for Luke to like, Luke should have. Look, I'm gonna hate the prick, and I'm still gonna. I don't care what Liv had to say in regards to he brought everyone back, etc. His useless ass could have helped you out when you were going through it. Instead, I'm gonna cut off the cord, and you know what? Whoever's on the other side, fuck him. So I'm Liv. You can give flowers to Luke for bringing a few people back, including a few extra bonuses as well. But it's not cutting it for me. So Luke is still a dick, and the fact is that, I mean, yeah, it is a bit difficult when Elena can overpower you, given the given the fact that she is a vampire and Luke's a bit of a witch. But yeah, it's still like not really advisory when Elena's going through it to, you know, give her some hallucinogens and all of that. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's just really, really heartbreaking. even when Elena was, saying like her farewells to Damon, and realizing that she should let go, it was just really heartbreaking, as well as the fact that, the aftermath of that scene where, um, it's like her mind, well, she's still holding on in a sense, so yeah. But there's also that whole situation of, um, Damon trying to be the voice of reason in a sense. So, like, for example, why is Bonnie not here, etc. So, and of course she can mask up the whole idea. Well, if I had everyone who I've ever lost in here, I'd need a bus, etc. But of course, um, what she mentioned to Alaric about that eternal love, yeah, it's not going to be great being a vampire at first. There's that immortality. Mortality is not really a luxurious figure, is it? But there is that eternal love, and now that's been taken away from Elena. It's just breaking her. So, yeah, but that's it though. Like, she's just lost her love, and it's also the fact that everyone else is dealing as well. So especially Stefan, because Stefan's lost his brother and he's just cut off. He's just, yeah. He is complete. He is done. He is completely. Again, we've seen like Stefan deal with certain emotions, but this is him just completely done. I was hoping when Caroline left that little voice message, about wanting to reunite everyone, I was hoping that Stefan would turn around. No, he just crushes his phone. He just doesn't want to hear it anymore. It's a painful reminder. It's the final way to cut things off. So, unless Caroline finds Stefan somehow, he's just not actively wanting to be involved in their lives ever again. He's just done. He's just done. So yeah, but yeah, it is really, really sad to see Elena go through it. So yeah, because yeah, she has lost people, and I know that there might be some people who might think that, well, she's completely forgotten about Bonnie, but I think, I don't know, there is a bit more of a stronger stab to the heart, where it's like losing it when you've lost that significant other. And yeah, it's gonna hurt so much and all of that when it comes to like losing your best friends and all of that. But I think there is something so devastating and apocalyptic that when you've lost a significant other and all of that, yeah. So but it's just really, really, and the fact that, of course, though, it's the fact that these drugs as well, thanks to Luke, is also making her feed on people like that Sarah person, for example, yeah, and those two people at the beginning. So, but yeah, I mean, it's just really, it just really does suck, doesn't it, for all of these characters to deal in very, very painful ways. So yeah, but I mean, with there is also this like fight to try and bring things back in order. Like, Caroline is trying to remove this curse, and there is this idea that Stefan's trying to find a way to, but he's just realized it's a waste of his time, and he can't. He has to say his goodbyes. He needs to give up, because yeah. But you got Caroline trying to remove the spell over Mystic Falls. Here's my 2 cents, though. There's a lot of shit that's happened in Mystic Falls due to vampire activity and whatnot. All the magic, all of the vampire activity. Mystic Falls has been through a lot of shit. Like, for the first time in, like, forever, Mystic Falls might be in a bit of a... I mean, of course, you've got people who are, feeling the ramifications of certain vampires lurking the border and all of that, but you just gotta think, like, Mystic Falls is probably in a bit of a better place at this moment. So, I don't want to say it, but, I mean, am I wrong in a sense? Because, yeah, I mean, yeah, it, like, is Mystic Falls a bit of a better place right now and all of that? So, I mean, of course, Caroline is trying to get the band back together, and, yeah, but, it's also, I feel like there's also, again, there's a bit of humanity in terms of dealing, a bit of a grounded area for dealing with certain bits and pieces. Like with Elena, there is, of course, hitting substances that will alter the way that your mind perceives things and all of that, which can be a very, very real side effect. I mean, obviously, it's not, well, not a go-to, or it's not, going to be applicable to everyone who is grieving, but it is, like, we all grieve in our different ways, and some, of course, will be unhealthy, etc. But um there is a bit of a grounded way of Elena dealing, and of course there is still going to be some magic there, but in regards to, like I said, altering the way that your brain perceives things, yeah. And it's the same with Caroline in terms of, like, with, what she mentioned about, well, I'm just worried that we all just become, pictures in a yearbook, and, those were the days, right? Again, very real. I'm sure we've all had that, like, notion where, well, we've all had that thing where we got out our yearbook and we like, oh, I used to go to school with them. Oh, I used to go to school with them. And there's that kind of, like, loneliness there for Caroline there. So, yeah. Um, so, yeah. And it is just sad to see Jeremy as well, just completely deflated. He's not really fussed anymore. He's retired because Mystic Falls doesn't need, a hunter. So, yeah. And, Matt's part of that community, thing. So, of course, there is that one particular person, Trip, who I'm very suspicious about. So, yeah. I don't trust him, but it is really, really sad to see how all of these characters are dealing with things. So, um, yeah, but I am very intrigued to see what is to become of Damon and Bonnie, as they're just chilling, they're vibing, so they're having pancakes. So it can't be all that bad, right? But I am really curious to see what is going on. Like, I mean, obviously they can't have ascended to, like, they can't have moved on like, Lexi did, for example. Otherwise, I'm just going to be like, okay, well, it brings me more incentive. If these two have moved on, where the hell is Lexi? No, but in all in all seriousness, it will be very interesting to see, how, I guess, these two are going to wind back into the fold in terms of the main gist of things for the Vampire Diaries. So, but also where the hell they are, because you'd expect it's all going to be doom and gloom for both of these characters, or you're just never going to see them again. But here they are, vibing. Damon's wearing a really, really cool flannel. I mean, yeah. They're having pancakes. So, yeah, but it was just really, really interesting to go in each of the characters, even Tyler, and the bottle's gonna burst, isn't it? Like, you're shaking it up too much and it's just gonna fizzle out. It's the same with his, like, werewolf gene now that he's back to square one. So, and I thought he was gonna absolutely cave in Luke's head in there for a second, in defense for Elena. Part of me wishes he did, but he shouldn't really, considering it will, restart that journey in terms of the whole werewolf shit. But yeah, I mean, that's just an inevitability, isn't it, in regards to, the whole werewolf gene being active once more. So yeah, but yeah, will be very interesting to see what will happen. But very interesting, sad stuff to start this season off. But like I said, it's going to be very interesting to see where things will go. So I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right. If you want to check out more of my content, you can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!